I didn't even realize that, honestly. I didn't even realize that. Shit, good thing I got out of that damn trade. Good thing I got out of that damn trade. Get locked up. Like, I don't know why that shit just never. Why I gotta fight this thing every freaking time? Yo, what's up, JWA? And what's up, Cave Trader? Or, God. Yeah, I definitely. JWA, you mind if I call you John? For some reason, I could have sworn you told me your name, but YouTube channel is, I guess it's JWA, unless that's your YouTube handle. He says the mic is fucked up. That's. How does it sound? And okay, I'm at this point, I'm kind of sick and tired of OBS. Always something of this damn thing, right? Oh, okay. Okay, I see what happened. Okay, I see what it's doing. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? I forgot what the thing's called. All right, it should sound better, right? Okay, it should sound better. Yeah, stupid OBS, man. What it did was it switched my audio to my speakers, so technically I was speaking through my speakers just now. It switched it to the speakers. I don't know why. It's so stupid. Like this application is stupid sometimes. So, like, god damn, dude. How does that sound? Does that sound better? Actually, let's put the. All right. Does that sound better? Does it sound better now? So it's way worse now. Okay. Mhm. Okay. How about now? Does it sound better? Mm. Way better. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, this application, man. I'm gonna make it a point this week to migrate over to Streamlabs. This application has been showing its ass lately. Uh, this morning with all this stupid lag, and I was looking at what's it called? My task manager to make sure that I don't have anything just consuming so much of my resources, and nothing out of the usual was happening. So I don't know why they started to lag, and then now the audio, for whatever reason, I haven't touched anything. Now the audio is messing up. So I will make it a point this weekend to switch over to migrate to the Streamlabs. So I appreciate everybody bearing with me during these technical issues. But yeah, dude, I really enjoy trading silver right now. Silver is definitely going to be my main focus until she starts to fuck up too. I had silver miss me by, well, I guess I should say it like this. This move right here, I missed this move by 2 ticks. And it wasn't silver's fault. It wasn't silver's fault. It was my fault. You said give her a couple days. show her ass. Yeah, okay. Yeah, give her a couple days, huh? Man, actually I think I got the screenshot, man. I did it to myself. I did it to myself. This is what happened. So I missed this thing by 2 ticks. And then as you can see, if I was, and I'm in the full mini right here. So this was my first full mini trade on silver. It misses me by a tick and then proceeds to go up 170, 160 ticks. This was like a 4K move right here from bottom to top. And it missed me. Now, it was my fault. So my original entry was at 90, but I thought, well, I was trying to be cute. I was trying to outsmart the market here instead of getting in at 90, because what I've seen so far with silver is that she'll kind of swipe the liquidity underneath like ranges and stuff. So my original area was at 90 because as that support right here, I have tools that say like point of control and stuff like that was at like 390 and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'll get in at 390 because I know how tick or structure perfect silver can be. And I was like, well, I know it runs a little bit of liquidity on micro silver, so maybe it'll do it on silver. Now, silver bounced perfectly at that 390 point of control and just super bounced. That's why I moved it down 2 ticks. If I left it where it was, I would have been able to capture that move higher and been super happy. But I missed it, and I had to take a more dangerous trade. That I'm so glad that I came to my senses, because I was about to self-sabotage. You see where this blue line was? This is where I told myself I should get out at. And you can already see that the ticks, you can already see the wicks right here. You can already see, I said, get out right here. And you can already see like the wicks right there. But I almost self-sabotaged myself because I was like, you know, I just missed this big move right here. You know, I want a little bit of money. I want to be paid for my pain. So I actually put my target right here to make a little bit more money. But something told me, it's like, dude, just get out at that blue line, get out at 36 ticks where you're supposed to get out. Come back and do that shit tomorrow. This time I listened to myself, and boy, I'm glad I did, because I would have got stopped out. I would have got stopped out. My stop was literally underneath this low right here on silver. And you can already see she stopped me out. She stopped out anybody that had their protective stops underneath that low. You say you got deducted for your pain? Okay, yeah, thanks, K-Trade. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna do that this weekend. K-Trade, the reason why I'm not gonna do it during the week, because anybody that knows, you never change anything while it's in production. It breaks everything. I don't know what kind of mystic force to where, like, what is it called? Murphy's Law. If you change something in production, it breaks everything. Everything is broken. So, everything gets broken. But did you take a trade on silver? I know our boy shit, Alfred. Oh yeah, speaking of that. So today I secured my second payout with Tradeify. It just got approved. So actually, let me take a screenshot real quick, and I'll share with you guys. So yeah, I just got my second payout, and the crazy thing is, I didn't realize it, but it took me a month. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it took me a month for this second payout right here. I didn't realize that. And the crazy thing is, this first payout is still sitting in my account with Rise. I haven't even withdrawn this payout. So now I have both of these payouts sitting in my Rise account, and I haven't withdrawn any of it. I was speaking to Alfred about this earlier, and I was like, man, I don't know why I get so payout crazy, and then I 100% lose interest after I get the payout. I don't care about the payouts. I like the idea of the payout. I don't like, this behavior that I'm observing from myself. It's like, if you don't necessarily care about the payout, you can do so much more. But I like the idea of saying that I got paid out, but I don't care about it. And so it's definitely a confliction. If that's a word. It's a conflicting emotions, conflicting ideas, conflicting concepts. Conflicted. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Once I catch it, it's like, I don't want to play with this no more. I don't want it no more. I caught it. I don't want it. And like I said, I have a decent career, but dude, you never really have too much money. Like I said, I just like the idea of being able to be paid out, I guess. And I was talking to my brothers about this. You know, with those government shutdowns, I don't know about you, but I would hate to be in a situation where my lifestyle is in jeopardy because, you know, someone doesn't deem the position or the role that I feel no longer necessary. And I'm SOL, and I had to find another role or position to fill. And the team that I'm on is considered essential, so we don't have to really worry about it. But all I did was imagine the people that, you know, were in these positions where their teams wasn't deemed essential, and how they would feel not knowing, like, dang, like, will the company find another position for me? Because once they get rolled off of that project, if they can't find anything else for you, I mean, what else are they going to do? They don't have to let you go. And then you're being let go, not because of something that you did wrong. It's because you just know the position that you fill, the role you fill is just no longer necessary. And I just put myself, you know, in a situation, and that was a very scary feeling. And I would never want to be in that situation. So I was telling my brothers, I was like, man, I'm gonna start taking I'm gonna really start putting my focus in, like, trading, because it's like, dude, we're all of us is in a position to make as much money as we want. Literally, we can make as much money as we want. But there's just certain things that just holds us back. I mean, I speak about this all the time, what holds me back. And it's just my I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna have to force myself to say it. It's just my self-sabotage. It's just my fear, concern. I have trust issues with the market. Like in this situation right here, I could have caught this entire move right here, been up 4K, or my target is I usually look for 153 ticks on silver. So I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I would have caught that entire move. I would have got out at 153, or actually no, it's a 135 ticks is my actual. Never mind. So I missed a $3,300 move, and it went further than that too. I think it's like a 160 tick, I think. Actually, let me look at this real quick, but anyway, I mean, the point I'm trying to make is that in situations like that, because I had trust issues, I missed this entire move. It's a 163 tick move. It's a $4,000 move. And then I almost made the same mistake here, but good thing I looked at the structure, saw that this was a break of structure. We had the break, it pulled back, and this is a pullback trade. The bears were going to sell the pullback into this red candle right here. So the bears were going to sell the pullback into this red candle. And I said to myself that I wanted to get revenge, and that's another thing I got to work on, man. I wanted to get revenge because, well, and that's crazy, because what am I getting revenge for if my original entry would have got filled? My original entry would have got filled. I moved it down, but I mean, I wanted to get revenge on the market, so I was like, nah, I don't want 36 ticks. I want 50 ticks. And if I didn't come to my senses I would have been super pissed because I would have been up 36 ticks and then I would have gotten stopped out. So, yeah, ego too. Oh shit, man. Sorry to. Hold on, you just only lost one account, Cave Trader, or is this the same account that you've had for a while? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know if he was, yeah, I think you were here when I was talking about this Cave Trader, but you know, I'll talk about it again. I came across a very powerful word over the weekend. Absolution. A very powerful word. Being absolute is a very powerful word. Because if you're and honestly, that whole you know, like how in those conspiracy theories they're talking about a one world order and how that is like the most evilest thing and blah 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 blah. Now, honestly, I'm not speaking about that, but I'm speaking of the idea of it. One belief, absolution, and one belief, absolution, and one instrument, absolution, and one setup. If you just focus on one setup, you'll make all the money you need. We become scattered when we're focusing on 10 things at the same time. We become very scattered. Our results become scattered. We do not have consistent results when we're scattered. But with absolution comes focus. And through focus, we can find consistency. And that's what I've been kind of doing in these accounts. I've been kind of only trading one setup. The pullback, the breaking pullback trade is what I've been making the most money with gold. I mean, sometimes I would get myself in trouble and, you know, and step outside of that, that framework that I've set for myself. But, damn, silver is like that. Hey, silver sold. So if silver breaks this low, right here, this is when we're going to start looking for shorts. And I was talking to Alfred about this earlier. Silver, you know, it's crazy too, because I guess because I've shown the, how do I want to say this? So, you know, like how they say that the universe tests you, like you say you want something from the universe, and so it gives you a test. Let's just say that as an example, and this is something that we can all relate to. We ask the universe, hey, I want a partner that's going to help me move forward. Obviously, the universe doesn't give you the partner right away. The universe tests you to make sure that you actually is serious about what you want. Because it's very well known that people say one thing and do something completely different. 195. And once you become aware of it, it's kind of hard to unsee it. You'll start to see that people just are unreliable. But what the universe likes to do is the universe doesn't send you your partner first. It sends you someone that masquerades as your partner. They'll have all the red flags, and the universe wants to test to see if you're serious about what you want. Oh, you're just saying that shit because you are probably lonely or you were experiencing some emotions temporarily and you was just saying some shit. Because if you're serious and you're ready, the universe will send you your person. And once you have that person, you need to be fucking ready. Because once you lose that person, the universe doesn't really give people second chances. We should all know that. The one that got away is actually a real thing. You fuck up, it's hard to find somebody like that, your person, a second person. And this is not like one true love type shit. It's just like the universe will send you somebody that fits who you need to be at the right time. And anybody can do that. It's just that if you lose that person, well, the universe is like, yeah, you fucked up. But anyway, my point. Actually, I forgot my point. Actually, I forgot. But anyway, kind of going back to what I was saying before about the one setup. Alfred and Smith. And actually, Smith was the one that told me that silver was $50 a tick. It was Smith, my own trading partner. Set me up. Told me that silver was $50 a tick. And that's why I kind of stayed away from it. I was talking, I was like, dude, why the hell did I thought that silver was $50 a tick? And he was like, oh yeah, because I thought it was $50 a tick, but it's 25. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Got me thinking that it was $50 a tick and I was saying that shit. But Alfred and Smith was telling me about silver and I was too stuck on gold. And the crazy thing is I made money with gold. Maybe, hey, that's a great example right there. I got stuck on gold when silver was actually my instrument. Like, at least for right now. Silver, like the breakout pullback on silver is the only trade that you need. The only trade that you need. I only have to risk 18 ticks and I can make whatever amount of money I want. I can't do that on gold. I can't do it on gold. On gold, I have to risk 54 ticks to stay in the trade. 54 ticks. And I've already told you that the stepping stones that I had to go with gold, it was first 18 ticks, then it had to be 27, then it had to be 36, then it had to be 45, and now it's 54. I need 54 ticks just to stay in a trade. 45 to 54 ticks. Sometimes gold will go to 45 ticks to the T and then bounce. Which is why I just say, you know what, I'll just stick with the 54 ticks, because if it gets to the 54 ticks, then then that means I'm wrong. I mean, there hasn't been an incident, or it hasn't been a situation where the market went 54 ticks against my entry, stopping me out and then reversing in my direction. It hasn't done that yet. So yeah, so the micros is $5 a tick. Yeah, actually, the micros is $5. It's just the minis is the 25 ticks. Yeah. Yeah, so that's all. I was like, oh, I don't know. Let me practice a little bit on micros and then I'll go to minis. But now with the 25 ticks, dude, the risk to reward, dude, is so great. I made $900 in 36 ticks. $900 in 36 ticks. You know what 36 ticks is on silver? Like that. That's 36 ticks right there. Actually, hold on. This is 36 ticks because I made the $900 in this move right here. 36 ticks this is 36 ticks on silver, $900 with an 18 tick stop. And obviously I would lose $450 if I get stopped out. Yeah. Dude, it's absolutely insane, the profitability on silver, man. You just have to trade the price action. I have to make that clear. You have to trade the price action. You just can't be doing shit on silver because your feelings will be hurt. If it breaks this low, then if it breaks this low and hold underneath this low and it retraces, I'm looking for a short. Because this is the major low right there. Actually, this is the major low too. This is a pivot low. This is the major low. So honestly, if it breaks this level, now if it stays above this level is probably what I should say. If it stays above this level, it is bullish. Regardless that we just sold off here. Honestly, this is more seen as a retracement than a sell-off. This is just a market retracing. If it stays above this high or it stays above this low, it's a higher low. If it breaks this low, then that's a breaker structure down. Break of a major low, you want to come back and trade the pullback. And that's another thing on silver. Like, you don't have to chase this leg because it's not like the NQ or anything like that. I mean, this is how the ES used to trade, and this is probably why I do so good on it on silver, is because it trades like old ES. Now ES trades like NQ now, so it's like I don't like that shit. But you don't have to trade this leg right here. You can just pay attention to this leg and trade the pullback. You see the breaker structure right here, and you see how price came perfectly back to that breaker structure, and this move right here would have got you paid. This double top rejection right here would have gotten you paid. But then honestly, if you were super patient and you paid attention, you can see that silver came back to this area right here. You can see that it came right back to that area right there and bounced. Silver is so structure perfect. All you have to do is pay attention to the price action, the market structure, and you'll make so much money. I'm just excited. I'm excited because it's like, man, I don't want to sit here and think about all the money that I can make, but what I like about this is that finally I find something. I guess the universe finally gave me my instrument where I can trade how I'm more comfortable with it, just with the price action. I don't have to worry about the overshooting or which level I need to get in, or if I should get in at the top of the liquidity, the middle, or the bottom of it. I can just get in because silver has shown that it will bounce at the top of liquidity. It'll sweep underneath the low, like right there a little bit, and then it'll push right back up. That's what I like. That's all I want to focus on. I don't want to sit here and think about, man, should I go for this level or that level? I just want to get in at this level and get paid. And I like that shit. You aim for the session low and you're silver short. Like I said, I'm gonna need to see silver break these levels before I even consider a short. And what I will say is that gold last night somewhat humbled me in terms of what it did last night. I lost $900 and I just locked the account out because of because I was shorting at it as it was going up. I think I shorted last night. I forgot what level I shorted last night, but it was like a level like somewhere in this area. I think I shorted, 30. I think it was 39.6. Yeah, 39.6 right here. And you can see that everybody got stopped out of that move, out of that level, because everybody was shorting that breaker structure right here on gold. I was shorting that shit too. I set a limit right here and 39.6. And you can see that everybody got stopped out at that level. And this is a stop run. And it just kind of opened my eyes like, man, what I'm gonna start doing now is I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait and just trade the pullback, because I'm kind of getting tired of trading against the trend, because now it's getting to the point now where the market is just trading through supply like it's nothing, like it's not even there. You get this big move, price trading through supply, trade through supply. It gets to, you know, this level right here. And then you get a super dump because it's making up for all the supply you just ran through. And I hate that shit. I hate that. I hate that. So I lost $900 because of that shit last night, but I'm not going to trade that way anymore. I'm just going to wait. So if we do see a break, I'm just going to trade the pullback for the short. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Yeah, she humbled me last night, man. She definitely did. She definitely did. Looks like we're getting that short. All right, so it looks like we're breaking that low on silver. We'll see. Because well, the reason why we kind of want to wait, because this could be like, let's just say that, okay, so now we got to close. That's a strong, actually, no, it hasn't closed yet. Okay, yeah, that's a close. I would like for it to come down a little bit more, because this could be like a double bottom, like just sweeping the liquidity underneath the bottom, and then it could see a push up. If I see that, then I'm not going to short this. I'm not going to short it, or at least I wouldn't short it, because these metals, the way that they're moving, if you're not trading with confirmation, then you're just going to become liquidity. Apparently the market, or whoever's buying up silver and gold, and I'm pretty sure copper, platinum, and all the other metals are probably moving like this too. Oh shit, my bad, K Trader. I kind of just got, my bad. You said that you lost your Apex account. Is this, which one was it actually? If you don't mind talking about it. And yeah, those tilt sessions, man. Those tilt sessions. Actually, so the account that I just got paid on, I would have gotten paid out on that account earlier, but I went on a tilt session too. Usually when I go on tilt, it really depends on. Yeah, my daughter is giving me. Hold on, guys, give me a second. My daughter thinks she's Queen Tut. Like, she'll literally wake up out of her sleep and see that she's not being held by nobody and start crying about it. But anyway, so yeah, I went on tilt in that account and I made too much money. You can and those consistency accounts, either you can blow the account by losing money, or you can blow the account by making too much money. And I already did that already. And I said I wasn't going to do it again. But gold was just pissing me off so much. So I just went into minis. I caught a pump. I saw that I went over the threshold and I did not give a fuck. I just said, fuck it, man. Like, god damn. Gold. So my consistency went up to like 55 or some shit like that. So that's why it took me like a month to kind of bring it down. Because I went, so in those accounts, I was making like what, $300 or $400 a day. And I think I made like 1,000 or some shit, threw my whole consistency off, threw the whole thing off. And I was like, man. So what I had to do is actually trade heavier size to bring it up. Instead of trading like the 3 or 4 contracts that I was trading, I had to trade like 5 or 7. So you lost both of them? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you lose all your accounts? What about your Tradify account? But yeah, this market has been challenging though, Cave Trader. I mean, this market has been challenging. Damn. Yeah, dude, I know it can be frustrating. I mean, getting a loss here or there, but then just loss after loss after loss after loss after loss. It can get to anybody. Shit, I almost blew this account too because I just couldn't get Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. I've already actually, let me log out some of these accounts. Let me log out. Oh, actually, I already logged out both of my Tradify accounts, so I won't be trading that tomorrow. I'm gonna keep my Top Step account. Let me actually do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. Let me just set my, see, I don't even have my risk limit set on this. Actually, this was the, so I think I made, I don't know how much money I made on this account. But it's a blown account. I made 24K, dude. Like, that is crazy. 24K on silver. Silver. And this is a blown account. I don't know why Top Step let me trade this shit. But they let me place a trade on a blown account. So I was like, well, let me practice with silver. I kind of wish that I actually put this on my XFA, because I would have been up 24, 30K today. But this is what solidified it for me. This is why I need to lock in with silver. I need to lock in. All right, let me do this now. So this is my XFA. These are my silver trades right here so far. So I've made 13, 12. Let me do this now. Let me lock myself. Make sure that I only want to lose $540 tomorrow. So I don't want to be gambling NFP. I mean, well, I don't want to, because usually on news days, those are usually my worst days, man. I don't know why. News days are usually my worst days. I'm risking $180 to make $1,260. I'm gonna get to the point to where Top Step, Tradify, anybody that offers silver, they're gonna hate me. It's like, oh my God, silver again. I'm pretty sure Top Step saw that someone made 24K in a freaking eval and was like, oh my God, thank God. It was just an eval. It was just an eval. I'm glad to see that, K Trader. Yeah, dude, I'm surprised that you tried to trade oil, because CL is horrible. Let's actually look at that. CL is horrible, dude. What's up, Tony Gold? I don't know how anybody trades oil. You say you only focus on MNQ now? Yeah. You said, but people say it's rewarding though. Hey, yo, what's up, Santiago? Are you talking about just trading one account, Tony Gold, or just one instrument? Or are you talking about trading CL? If anybody says that trading CL is rewarding, dude, I don't know, man. I guess whatever floats your boat. I guess to each their own. But I've already shared with you guys that CL used to be one contract on CL. Ugh. CL used to be very great to trade. I had a consistent strategy. It would pull back to the oh damn, what fib level it used to pull back to? It would pull back to the 138.2 perfectly on CL. And I would look for that trade every single day. The pullbacks to the 138.2 and looking for 90 ticks. And that was so consistent back in the day. Now I don't even see how anybody trades this thing, man. Like, what the hell is it doing now? What is it doing? You got a range, you got a breakdown, and then it breaks back up. And I guess it pulls back. I mean, it doesn't really fully pull back to the range. It ranges again, breaks up, ranges, and then it dumps. Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a 15-minute chart. Maybe it looks better on the hourly chart. I don't know. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't trade this, man. I guess your boy Sherm got CL depressed. I kicked her off the team a very long time ago after what she did to me, and she ain't been the same ever since. She ain't been the same ever since. She shouldn't have did what she did to me. She's not the NQ. Her and ES. Back then, I go to the CL for stability. I don't need you to be crazy and shit. That's what the NQ's for. And a lot of these instruments start to believe that they're the NQ and think that they can get away with the foolishness that the NQ gets away with. At least when the NQ does it, it's exciting. I don't know why it is, but it's exciting. But it's like a bad bitch, you know, just giving you the runaround. You know, you're going to chase her because, you know, I guess she a baddie, right? But then it's like a 5 or a 3 or something trying to play the same game. And it's like, you ever glad I even gave you attention? Like, what the hell? Why are you acting like that for? That's what it feels like. and she got kicked off the team a long time ago. I think I just gotten a payout. It was like around that wartime. It just kept grinding down. And I was like, well, CL doesn't normally trade like this. And then it grinds down. And I use my whole entire drawdown as a stop. Dude, it took me to the last dollar. I took that so personally. I was like, I would never trade CL before. And CL has gotten me so many payouts before. And those payouts didn't even matter. Just for the nerve of it to tick me out to the dollar. And then proceeds to push right back up and push past my target. You think you're gonna get away with that shit? No. Only the NQ can get away with that shit. Not any other instrument. The fuck is CL ticking me out to the dollar and then hitting my target and thinking about to come back and look at the charts and trade it again the next day? Nah, fuck that. Nah, you don't get to get traded. You don't get traded no more. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Alfred. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I don't know. I can't deal with this. I mean, shit, she was merciful to Smith. Smith be getting so lucky. I don't know what it is about Smith. Dude, how often you're in a situation where you're down 7, 10, even 20K? You shouldn't be down that much in the first place. But Smith was down 20K on silver, or not on silver, on CL. The market, CL was so merciful to Smith. And this was the same session too. The same session. CL doesn't normally come back. Once CL goes, she doesn't come back. I know this is the NQ, but back then, if you missed a bust on CL, she doesn't come back. So not only was Smith down 20K, but CL bounces somewhere, gives him break even, which is a godsend on CL. And I remember, I remember this situation like it was yesterday, because I was telling him, I was like, dude, you better close that shit out, because you are the luckiest person in the world right now, because CL does not come back. Once she's gone, she's a good girl that's gone forever. He didn't take the profits. He took the loss. Yeah. Smith can hold, and for whatever reason, it pulls back to his break even. And like, dude, Smith is so good at that. Like, I don't know what it is. He doesn't have the best entries, but the price will always come back to his break even for whatever reason. So it's like, dude, you have a gift. JWA, Smith is good. Smith is all right. I don't know why he I don't know why he doesn't stream his I don't know why he takes a break. I think what happens with Smith is that he stays up all night. And then I think it just catches up to him all at once. Because shit, Smith, I'll be in bed, and then I'm looking at my phone at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and Smith is sending me shit. It's like, dude, I'm asleep. This guy doesn't go to sleep. Like, dude, go to sleep. But he is like, man, he'll sleep when the markets are closed. But when the markets are open, my man is going to be up trading. He does this shit for the love of the game. He does this shit for the love of the game, damn it. Shit, I love the game until it's time to go to sleep. Shit, I'm going to sleep. No, I said when I wake up and I see the text messages at 3. It's like, dude, this man sent me a text message at 3 o'clock in the morning talking about his position. Dude, I'm asleep, dude. Yeah, dude, I mean, as crazy as that sounds, Santiago, that is definitely true, man. If you broke, why the fuck you asleep for? Why are you asleep? You're supposed to be up grinding. You're supposed to be up grinding. The fuck you going to sleep for? Why are you sleeping so peacefully and the bills are due next month? The bills are due right now. What the hell are you asleep for? You're supposed to be out here trying to get this shit. You say you hate forcing yourself to sleep? Shit. I love sleep. I'm going to sleep. Shit. Originally I was going to, my brother went into the Marines. Dude, I was gung ho and I was going to be a Marine until they said some stupid shit about being up for 3 days. I was like, let me go to the Air Force. Y'all done fucked up. I'm glad I chose the Air Force because at the time I did not understand. I didn't understand that there were levels to the military. And yeah, I didn't understand that. It was one of those moments when I look back, I was like, yeah, it was like one of those guardian angel moments because obviously honestly, I didn't even know the military even not necessarily existed, but I didn't think that I would be able to join the military. Honestly, I thought the military was only for a certain type of people. I didn't think I would be able to do it. I didn't think they would accept me. But they did. And first I went into the Marines and they said, yeah, at graduation, you got to be up for 3 days and shit. And I was like, oh, word? 3 days, you said? Nah, I don't. Me staying up for 3 days on purpose? No, you good. I went over to the Air Force, got signed up, shipped off, and the rest is history. And I didn't have to stay up for 3 days. But this is what I will say. My brother has traveled the world. He's been in places where not a lot of people can go. I'll just say that. He's seen some things that a lot of people would probably not see in their lifetime. I'm not going to sit here and say that he's had a great time in the Marines, but the experiences that he's had, yeah, not too many people can say that they've had them. So, yeah, I had an easier time. I did not travel at all. I didn't get deployed at all. I stayed in the same spot. I was comfortable. Apparently, in the Air Force, we get our own quarters. Everybody else has to share it until they're like E4s and E5s and shit, or they get married. Yeah. You say you sleep leashing the Mark Douglas? His new stuff, yeah, he does ramble on. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, Lone Wolf. Yeah, Marines and Navies, man. Y'all guys travel the freaking world, man. Get to see a lot of things. I almost went into the Navy. I almost went into the Navy too. But they would talk about swimming and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. No. No. And then yeah, no. But like I said, Navy, Marines, a lot of great experiences that, you know, a lot of people don't get. A lot of people don't get those experiences. How'd you like your time in the Navy though, Lone Wolf? But yeah, Alfred, yeah, I mean he does ramble. That's why if anybody would ask me which the ICT videos that I watch, I don't go past 2016. I found that the 2016, I think it continues on into 2017. His first set of videos where he was locked in, those are some great informative videos. great informative videos. But you can tell when he was getting popular, because he wasn't talking about trading. He was just talking to hear himself speak. And I was like, yeah, I don't need to listen to this. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's always like that, man. You say your brother and Smith are actually on the same base? Yo, that's pretty cool. What are the odds of that, though? What are the odds? That's crazy, though. What are the odds of that? Oh, so they so it's like a hazing thing. It's like a hazing little thing that they do, huh? Yeah, just stick with the 2016 model. Dude, it doesn't change, man. The price delivery model, from what I've seen, dude, I look back at old videos, and I share this with you guys all the time. Like, I watch older videos because I had this concern that, man, as soon as I figure out how to trade the market, is going to change. Well, I wanted to be proven wrong. I want to be proven right. So I go back and I watch videos of people trading way back when. And you know, the crazy thing is, the market still does double tops. The market still does double bottoms. The market still does the breakout pullback. Even though people call it different names and try to says that, hey, this is something that I've discovered and I'm gonna name it. Now, actually, you know what? Let me take that back. There's nothing wrong with renaming or rebranding something, as long as you're not saying that you're the one that discovered it. Like, oh my God, this is something that only Sherm knows, and I'm just finally releasing this information out to the public. Like, nothing is new. Nothing is new. Literally see all these damn setups that we trade today, 20 in videos that was like 20 years ago, in books 20 years ago. People are talking about the same shit. So these markets been doing the same thing. You can go back and actually look at old charts and see, oh, there's my setup right there. And the one thing that kind of solidified this in my mind was that everybody says the same thing. Everybody says the same thing. Hopefully my setup doesn't change. Hopefully it doesn't. In the next 5 years, the price action is going to be different. Now, we all know that certain instruments are different now. Like, they move a lot more, but the setups are still there. Like, look at gold and look at ES. There was one point in time where people were saying that the ES was very volatile and that the Nasdaq was slow and choppy. That's no longer true. The ES you can only get, like, if you were lucky, you got a 10-point move in one session. If you were lucky, that shit would range 2 or 3 points. You get a breakout for 7 points, and then it'll go back to the original range. If you were lucky. Now ES is making 100-point moves now. It's taking out highs and lows in the same session. Same thing with gold. So, I mean, these instruments trade differently, but the concepts are all still the same. You said, no, this is an hourly chart. It's not stuck. This is an hourly chart on the Nasdaq. I know y'all guys are so used to me having on the smaller time frame, but this is I was on the hourly chart on the Nasdaq. I know you cool, man. Yeah, and that's what I like too. I just kind of want to be. I want somebody to tell me something to the point. I don't kind of. If there's any variations, I want to discover that for myself. But as long as I have like a solid framework or something solid to look for, I mean, we all know that the market is not going to be perfect, but it doesn't necessarily deviate from what it's normally going to do anyway. Mm. Yeah, now I guess I would be looking for a short now. Let's see if I can find one. Well, find an area on the chart where. So if we see a bounce here on gold, there's actually a break of structure right there on gold right there. And so I have the value area low lined up at 332. And it's actually where a break of structure is. So I'm actually going to mark that on 332 right here. So actually, this is actually an area where I wouldn't mind getting in for a short. Because we have the break of structure. This will be the pullback. And it'll be highly likely because we got a break of a major low, break of a major swing right there. We got to break this level breaks, this level breaks. So if we get a pullback into this area right here, then we could see a continuation. Yeah, Japan has, well, back then, I was hoping that I would get stationed in Japan. I was hoping I would get stationed in Japan, but I wasn't that lucky. I got stationed in North Carolina. But how did you like it out there in Japan, though? Well, shit, congratulations on that, Santiago. Is your favorite place? Yeah, I hear that a lot. I hear a lot of people have a great time out there in Japan. Japan and Singapore are the two places that I want to go to, but I don't know. I'm starting to see a lot of videos about China. China looks really nice, or I guess the parts that they want to show you on the internet, those parts look really nice. Sandra, you said China's very nice in the mountains. Yeah, honestly, that's one of the things that I like too, man. That's one of the things I like too. I like the one thing that I liked about Asian culture is that is that just mutual respect is embedded in the tradition. Just acknowledging that, you know, you are a person and I'm acknowledging you as a person. And because I acknowledge you as a person, I'm gonna show you respect. That's what I like. I never understood like how like America tries to teach people, you know, like in capitalism and stuff like that, like shows like Billions and stuff like that, where everybody is high powered and everybody is just out to get somebody or being disrespectful and playing power games and, you know, stupid shit like that. I find that very exhausting, and I wouldn't interact with anybody that's like that. There's really no need for any of that shit. But they try to make it cute and popularize it, and having people talk down to you. Oh, because I'm kind of like in that scene with Mr. Robot. Because I'm a tech billionaire and you're just a janitor, you should do what I say. No, that kind of behavior is disgusting to me, and I don't like that. I really don't. I can say that I may work harder than a lot of people, but I'm not going to sit here and say I'm better than you because of that. Just because I'm more driven doesn't mean I'm better than you. Just because I may be in a high position, it doesn't mean I'm better than you. It just means that I've worked harder than you, because we're all capable of the same thing. It's just that you chose to use your capability for nothing, and I chose to use my capability for something. But I'm gonna still respect you as a person because that's what I'm supposed to do. And I just don't like that shit. You're gonna go to, yeah, dude, yeah. I mean, I guess whenever you go, yeah, talk about it, because, like I said, I've been seeing a lot of videos about China, and it looks it looks nice. I don't fall for propaganda, so I mean, anything that's told to me by a government or a political or a public figure, I stop listening, because I understand that it's a game that they play. What do we hear from China? That China is this and China is that. But we never hear nothing nice about China. And now we're starting to see a lot of internet videos about how nice China is and how advanced, at least the cities that they're showing are. Because, I mean, you really can't. So the stuff that we're seeing over there in China, where is that happening over here in the United States? And we're supposed to be a first world country. What we see is homelessness, people drugged out on the street, being completely taken advantage of by the government, crime rampant, property being destroyed, people protesting because they don't have nothing to do. Now, I'm not saying that all protests are unnecessary, because some are, but, you know, just like something like just blocking a street because you're not getting your way. And that's what I mean. Like, you're impeding other people from getting to their jobs or getting to where they need to go because you don't like something that's happening. You're going to chain yourself in the street or glue yourself to the street. You know, it's just childish shit like that. And I'm not saying that only happens here in the United States, but it definitely has some nice structures there in China. And, you know, maybe one day I'll go there. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, that would be that's probably the make or break for me if I were to go anywhere. The food has to be, I need to be able to make my own choice about food, because I'm very particular about what I eat. Very particular. I don't eat certain things. I won't eat certain things. I just won't. I make sure my daughter didn't, the first time I allowed my daughter to eat meat was when she was 3 years old. But I made sure that her diet consisted of rice, beans, and vegetables up until she was 3, when she needed that protein. very particular about what I eat, particular about what my kids eat. And my daughter is taller than, I think she like shit. She's 3 years old, but she's as tall as like a 5-year-old. Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, she's so tall. Her skin is so pretty." Because I don't allow her to eat bullshit. I don't allow her to eat any bullshit. I don't eat bullshit either. And I don't want to go anywhere where the food is being controlled. I have to accept what's being like, no, I'm not going. I'm not going for that. They said they put the same sauce on everything. And well, I guess I hear mixed things about Korea. Mixed things. I don't know. So those that are familiar, those that's been in the military, a lot of people say that Korea is one of the stations where they hate the most. They hate Korea the most. But the good thing about going to South Korea is that you can pick and choose where you go to next. So anybody that was in the military knows this, or maybe this is just an Air Force thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just an Air Force thing, because out of all the military, the Air Force is like a luxury. Like it's a luxury. Like everything is, you're accommodated every step of the way in the Air Force, dude. It's kind of ridiculous when you kind of think about, hold on, is this a military or is this a country club? because you really can't tell the difference. But at least in the Air Force, if you go to Korea, you can pick and choose where you go to for your next station, because usually the deal is you stay there for a year, and then after that year, you can pick and choose where you go to. I don't know if they still do that. They were doing it when I was there. So I guess let me be very clear about that too. You know what? Actually, I think, well, I need to make sure that I'm not going to Japan during like hurricane season or whatever craziness weather that they got. But I'm gonna try to go to. I'm gonna do some research before I go, but I'm definitely going to Japan. I wouldn't be surprised if I tried to be there for as long as possible, legally possible, because I think I'll enjoy it. How'd you like it? How'd you like it in Korea, Lone Wolf? I personally I haven't been. I can only speak to the experiences of others. Well, I guess I could leave a limit. I guess I could leave a limit, because we did break structure to the downside. This is definitely not a pullback. This is the market trending down. If I leave a limit right here, so this is what I'll do. What is that? This is what I'll do. I'm gonna sell 5 right there, and then No, 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 no. 270. Mm. About like 115. Mm. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just start trading micro gold now. Let's just start trading micro gold. There's really no point in trading the full mini. I mean, the reason why I say that is because kind of want to take 2 trades a day. If I were to lose that one trade, then I'm locked out really for the day. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that works out. I don't want to start overthinking this thing. Yeah, silver just fell out of the sky. That double top rejection on silver. And this is what I'm talking about on silver. Like there's just trades that you can take where you can just have low risk and high reward on silver. I mean, if you tried at this double top rejection right here, I mean, dude, this just that double top right there. You got this level breaking structure to the downside. Taking a chance at the double top rejection. Man, that was a big move down right there. And silver's really good at rejecting at double tops and double bottoms and stuff. The one thing that I just don't like is taking these shorts on. I don't like taking shorts anymore. I think I'm kind of over shorts now. I try not to even look at them anymore. They're just so stressful now. But then I hate seeing the market just sell off like this, and I'm not a part of it. All right, Alfred. So the candle at 8:50 Eastern time, huh? The 5-minute. Yeah, I remember you saying that that 5-minute inside bar strategy is what you're looking for. So 8:50 for you would be 7:50 for me. All right, so this inside bar, so I guess the follow-up one? You said the 5-minute candle at 8:50 Eastern time. So yeah, that will be 7:50 for me. So you talk about this one right here? Yeah, okay, I can see it almost coming back. You took the break. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look at that the 5-minute inside bar strategy, kind of like the it's kind of like a range play. Yeah, because if you looked at, well, and that kind of reminds me of the Pine Tree Trader. He does. I think he has a very similar strategy too. I think he actually has an indicator too. Okay, that green candle. Okay, all right. So 7:50. Yep. Okay. And he took the break of it. And it came. Well, that must have been scary right there. He said the next two candles missed a stop by 2 ticks. Yikes. Yeah, I would have been concerned with these wicks right here because, man, these bulls have been buying. Santiago said he looked at the charts. There's nothing tonight. Yeah, we have NFP tomorrow, so, or I think we have like what, last month's NFP. I don't think it's gonna be this month, but it's gonna be last month. So. On the top, look at that candle. Okay. Okay, well, I should. No. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. I could probably set a limit for a pullback trade on silver, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. I don't need to, because honestly, yeah, I'll just wait until tomorrow. Because right now the market, I mean, if we do see a push back up, it's gonna probably come back to that area from earlier today. Yeah, I'll just wait until tomorrow. I don't need to. I don't need to do it. Yeah, I'm about to go to the same club bid. But all right, guys, that's it for me. I'm out of time for this session. I have to actually go feed my daughter. I appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.